Shalom. Several people asked me for titles of the books I used on a couple of my sermons on Yom Kippur, recommended reading, so I just wanted to suggest them to you. The first is, I've talked about this in some other videos, How to Think Like Leonardo da Vinci. I, in my sermons, referred to the 7 steps that this author, his name is Michael Gelb, suggests that we can learn to think more like Da Vinci. Step number 1 is curiosity, asking questions, and step number 4 is using your senses. So that's an interesting book, How to Think Like Leonardo da Vinci. This book, Getting Our Groove Back, by Scott Shea, I talked about with suggestions about how to improve American life. My take on it was excellent suggestions. They only leave out the most important, which is developing a closer relationship with God, but worth reading. How to Get Our Groove Back. This is not a particularly Jewish book, but very important. Why Good Things Happen to Good People. And the author is Dr. Stephen Post and Jill Niemark. And it basically brings together a lot of research validating the Jewish idea that charity saves from death. All the positive things that happen from people who give and help. In fact, he suggests that if you think the aspirin protects your heart, giving and helping protects your overall health twice as much. I talked about a book that's also already years old, The Gift of the Jews, by Thomas Cahill, author of How the Irish Saved Civilization. And in this book, he talks about how basically everything holy and precious and wonderful about Western civilization came from the Hebrew Bible. He says, this book opens up the path of Western history, enabling us all to trace our cultural heritage back to its ultimate source, the religious ideas and feelings of ancient Israel. All right, so why don't Jews study Judaism more if the key to Western civilization is in the Hebrew Bible? And the most important one is the classic Maimonides Mishneh Torah. This is a 1-volume edition called Maimonides Code of Law and Ethics, annotated and introduction by Philip Birnbaum. It's a 14-volume work. This is just one abridged volume of it, and I specifically talked about the laws of repentance and also his view of the Messianic era. So those are just some of the books talked about on the High Holidays, pieces of them, valuable reading.